Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oblong Polka Dots and my name is Kerr, and on this channel we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. We are going to be fighting the noise and the birds. So I hope you guys are okay with that because that's what's going on outside. And today I want to go ahead and use this palette from Viseart. It is called the Dark Edit, this one. This is what it looks like. It's got that little ribbon so that you can open it, and then it says Viseart on the front. Also says Dark Edit right here. And let's see. Ooh, so pretty. All of the Viseart palettes come with a mirror, which is right here. And then they often have this little plastic shield over the top of them. This is what the colors look like. Try to angle it so you can see it. Yeah, so the camera never does it justice, you guys. It just doesn't. We're going to figure out a quick look for this. Probably just 2 shades and probably the purple because you know how I am. All right, let's begin. It's warm in here. Very. And I just put on all my skincare. Still waiting for it to sink in a little bit. I think it's okay, actually. So let's begin with the primer. We have the Essence Prime Like a Boss eyeshadow primer, which is my favorite. If you guys have been to my channel before, you know that I love this primer so much. This little tube is almost empty. This primer keeps my eyeshadow from moving around or creasing all day. And it just allows for the shadow to do what it do. So it can be a nice, vibrant look. Okay. And then for, do I have an eyelash in my eye? No. So for my, let me grab a brush. I don't think that this shadow is going to have fallout, but just in case, before working on the rest of my face, I'm actually going to go ahead and apply the shadow first. So like I mentioned, I'm probably just going to use those 2 purple shades. Actually, there's 3 in here. There's this one, that one, and this one. These 3 are all purple. So I tend to do my shadow in a gradient. So let's go from lightest to darkest. We're going to start with this one, this brighter purple one. And let's see what happens. It's going to throw that right in the center. Not sure this is the right brush for this. Let me grab a different brush. Have a little bit of muddying going on. Just a little. There, that's better. So this fluffier brush is working a little bit better for what I'm trying to achieve here. The Viseart formula is so beautiful. These colors all tend to blend beautifully with each other. They're very, very pigmented, and it's just a really nice formula. There we go. Okay. So far, so good. Pretty even? Okay. We're going to try again with this flat brush, the one that we used a second ago. And we're going to go in with this deeper shade for the outer corner. And we're just patting this down, and we'll blend it in a second. Just popping that into the outer corner. Can you see that? And then pulling this edge in a little bit. And let's go in with this orange, this burnt orange, which is right here. I'm going to use that same fluffy brush, and I'm going to try warming up this crease a little bit. And we're just blending this in along the edge, and then we're pulling it up just beneath the brow bone. Okay, that's better. I think it was a little bit too deep for what I was going for, because I'm wearing this during the day. And even though I like a smoky look during the day, I don't necessarily want it to be like that sultry. And we're going to brighten the eye up in just a second with that nice pretty purple. So let's go back in, and we're going to grab that shimmer that we looked at and see if we can bring some life and light back into this eye. That's much better. A little bit here in the bottom. Let's pull a little bit into the crease. And you see how pigmented this formula is. You really don't need to go ham at all. You saw I gave it one dip for each eye and was able to pull up a ton of product. And you can see how easily it blends, right? So this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the Viseart formula. It's just superior. This is a makeup artist brand, so it's made for makeup artists to use, which means if you're an artist, you really don't want to be fiddle-faddling with your shadows. You need something that's quick, easy to blend, something that works universally with multiple shades and skin tones. And I think that Viseart has been around for a really long time because they just have mastered this type of formula. So we're going to set this palette to the side for just a minute and do the rest of the face right quick. But first, let's clean up a little. Just a little. Typically, if you're looking at eyeshadows and you really do have... Am I always dropping stuff in my videos? And you really do have a limited budget, instead of going with the formulas that are less expensive, think of it as investing in one palette or one formula that you know is going to last you for a long time and that you know is high quality. I think you're better off looking for a high quality product than for trying to go the route of saving a couple of coins, because what's going to happen is you'll buy a product that may be okay or work for you, or you're just going to figure it out, but it's not going to work for you in the way that you want. And eventually you're going to realize that you want more, you want a higher quality, and you're just right back where you started. So this is a Milani Under Eye Brightener Conceal and Perfect in number 4 Nectar. And we're just going to use this to cancel out some of the dark circles and gray that's underneath my eyes. It's normal, it's hereditary, but I don't necessarily want it peeking through my concealer. I like a red or salmon, deep salmon or peachy pink kind of corrector because I think that does best for me. We're just going to take that and press it in. And then we're going to grab this concealer from Lancome. It's the Teint Idole All Over Long Wear Concealer. This is in the shade 470. I think I use this in all my videos at this point. And then if you want to have a more intense, more pigmented concealer look under your eyes, let it sit on your eyes for a little bit underneath and then begin to work it in, because you'll have the pigment be concentrated in one area. But for today it's fine. I'm just gonna blend it out without letting it sit. I love this concealer. Again, this kind of goes back to what I was just describing, where it's more about quality over quantity when you're talking about makeup. You want to have something that you can rely on, something that will last you, something that, you know, you can put in minimal effort and get the most out of it. And when it comes to any kind of like complexion product, I think that you should splurge. Go for what really works best for your skin. You may have a single bottle of foundation, just the one, and that's the one that works, and that's perfect. I have the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder in Deep. It's this one right here. We're going to go ahead and just set that real quick. Okay, and then we are going to go in with making a mess, you guys. I have this Ruby Kisses Set and Forget powder. If you use this, just remember that if you use too much of it, you will look casket ready. I'm going to put a little bit in the lid, and I'm just going over all the spots where I get really oily. And then after that, I'm going to go, oops, you guys, just powder everywhere. What is going on? Now I'm going in with my foundation on top of the powder. And this is going to keep the foundation in place all day. I have my Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation here. If we are skin twins, I have the shade 3N54. This is my perfect shade. And I'm going in with that same sponge that we used earlier. I'm just going to start putting in foundation in all the places where I want foundation to be. Cover a little of that melasma. Just a little. That's fine. We're not looking for perfection. We're just trying to put some makeup on. I'm just pressing everything in with that sponge, making it all align. I love this foundation. It's so skin-like, and whenever I wear it, I get compliments on my skin. No one thinks, oh, she's wearing a foundation. It blends beautifully. It sits beautifully. It's very skin-like. It plays well with other products. And there we go. Okay. So for my face, I'm going back in with that same powder from Ruby Kisses, and I'm just going to set all this. You don't need a lot. Okay. That's done. And now I'm going to do a little bit of blush. I have this blush here that I love so much. You've seen it before if you've seen my channel. This is from Bare Minerals. It's the Gen Nude, and it's in You Had Me at Merlot. It's such a pretty color, you guys. I love this blush. Yay! What's next? Next, let's go in with just a little bit of bronzer, just a little. This one's from Mented. It's in the shade Vacay. And we're just going to use a little bit. It's very red, but I do like it. We're going to take it right along the hairline. Going in just below that blush. And then right along the jawline. So we have that number 3, right? So like this. Number 3. Can you see that? Just to warm the face back up. All right, and then I'm going to go in with, where is it? Some days I think I'm so organized, and some days I'm not so organized. Oh my gosh, it's sitting right here. Hold on. So I have my Urban Decay Demolition. Actually, do I want to use Demolition or do I want to go with the purple? I think I'm going to go with the purple. Hold on. Demolition is my favorite brown liner, but today I think I would rather go with something else. This one. Do I want to do something this deep? No. Hold on. Let's see. What do we have over here? Here we go. Tried and true, you guys. We'll go with Love Drug. Also by Urban Decay. Does this need to be sharpened? Just falling to pieces here, you guys. I gotta sharpen this. Hold on. There we go. All right, we're back in action. There. I like to line my waterline because it makes my lashes look thicker. And I really like that look. For the same reason that I buy like volumizing mascaras. There we go. And then for my lower lash line, I know I don't normally line my lower lash line, but I'm kind of getting into it these days. I'm going to go in with Woodstock, which is also from Urban Decay. Urban Decay, I think, probably just makes my favorite eye pencils besides NYX. And then just below that, let's grab a flat pencil, because what we're going to do is we're going to go back into our little palette and we're going to mirror the top of the eye and the bottom of the eye with the same shades that we used. There we go. I love to do that because I feel like it really ties the look together. I just think that it makes the look more cohesive. When you mirror the top and the bottom, I just feel like it's more polished. And let's set this aside. Okay, so let's set our base. We have the Kryolan setting spray, which is probably my number one. It is the Ultra setting spray. This also comes in an atomizer, like a can. And I have a couple of those over there, but I have several of these, so we're going to use this. If you do not like alcohol or you're very sensitive to it, this is definitely not the product for you at all. I'm just letting you know, not the product for you, because this stuff is strong. But it will keep your makeup on all day. You will not see your makeup budge at all. It's going nowhere. Okay, so while we're letting that dry a little bit, I have my MAC pencil here in Spiked. You guys know that my eyebrows are tattooed, but I still would like to make them look a little less unruly. I think I need to make an appointment finally and do a touch-up, because I've had them for a few years now, and she said that I might want to come back and just get them touched up a little bit for a couple few places that may be sparse. And she's right. I've just been busy, so I have not had time to make an appointment. Yeah, when I use a pencil, chances are it's going to be MAC Spiked. All right, let's finish up this look. So we're going to grab this mascara from Lancome. It's Monsieur Big. And I really love this mascara. I try to stay away from buying high-end mascaras because I change mine out so frequently that to spend that much money on a mascara only to throw it away like a couple months later just seems silly. So, that being said, if I do spend money on a higher end mascara, it's probably going to be from Lancome or Dior, or even the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I love that one. That one is so nice. Is that good? Maybe a little bit more. This is where I always find myself getting into trouble. Where I'm like, oh, I'll just put a little bit more. And next thing you know, I'm poking my eye out. I think that's good enough, you guys. Let's not go crazy. She said wearing a bold eye to work. Okay, so I have a little bit of mascara just underneath here. Not sure if you can see it. It's fine. I'll let it dry, and after it dries, I'll just flake it off. If you get mascara in a place where you don't want it, leave it alone. Let it dry completely. Then gently flake it off. Okay, so for the lip, I'm going to go with something neutral. I have a pencil here from NYX in brown. And then for my lips, I'm either going to go with Fussy or what's the other one? Fussy is the one that I constantly wear, as you can see. But I just got this one, I think. What's this one called? You can't see because the writing is so microscopic. Is this one just called Riri? I just bought this one. It's called Riri. Let's give Fussy a break. This is Riri. Do that so you don't get lipstick on your teeth. There. What do you think? I hope you guys like it. This is the final look. I hope that you guys take a moment, go to the Viseart website, and at least consider buying this palette. I think it's beautiful. Obviously, it performs, and I highly recommend this brand as a whole. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.